this is Sagar Faucheaux with the Happy Garden. Welcome, and what we're going to be talking about today is a little weird, but it should be kind of interesting and fun. So come on, let's go. Okay, so we have a couple of plants here. One of these guys was not happy, obviously, where he was before. So we're going to see where he might be more happy. I have this cute little rose. He's going to become bigger. Little plant, big plant later. I started doing this just by feeling kind of intuition, and then I became more aware of actually what I was doing and acknowledging that I was doing that. So that sort of changed things a little. But to start with, what I did is, I know this sounds kind of weird, but I'm going to ask the plant where it would like to be. I'm going to look at a spot and imagine it being there and hear what it has to say. So, plant, would you like to be in this area? I'm standing with my feet together, and if I lean forward, it's a yes. If I lean back, it's a no. If it's sideways, I need to ask another question. So, plant, would you like to live here, in this garden? And believe it or not, I'm not influencing that at all. I'm not just pretending. It really doesn't want to be there. And that makes total sense to me, logically also, because this just gets pounded by the sun. And this happens to be a plant that loves water. So this is going to have to stay moist. And I know this garden gets very dry. So let's try somewhere else. Plant, would you like to be in this garden? Okay. Okay, sometimes it'll say over there, and I'll just move my head to where it wants to be. This is taking a little practice, but believe it or not, it's easier than you'd think. So, plant, would you like to live over in this garden area? Apparently. Okay. That was easy. Then you sort of, might want to keep a couple design things in mind. I'm also going to plant, I'd like to plant this rose over here. Let's see if it's happy doing that. Plant, are you going to be happy over in this garden against the fence? Over there? Yeah. Over there. Okay, I'm getting straight in front of me. I'm going to jump up over here. The rambling rose, it's going to grow against the fence. So we're going to plant it right about there, and it can sort of climb along the fence and look very cool later. So it happens to work for us. And then what we can do, make sure it gets plenty of water, because roses love water, we can attach it to this drip irrigation. And it's also in this area where we have other plants. So that should be fine. You may also try this way of doing it, where if it feels light, when you ask the plant, would you like to be here? If it feels light, it's a yes. If it feels heavy, or a sort of if you get the feeling of that's a no. So you could try that as well and see what works for you. It's all about your awareness and empowering you to know what works for you and how you get this information. Because it's a flow of energy. It's a way of being that will allow you to access this stuff and have ease with asking the plants, talking to the plants. So, with that in mind, here we go on another adventure. Plants love to be admired. They're just like us, sorry to say, They love to be looked at and said, told how pretty they are, even if you're just thinking it at them. They pick up those vibrations. If everything in the universe has a vibration, then your thoughts have a vibration, and so plants being on the wavelength that you're thinking at them, then they pick that up, they pick up that information. So, if I plant, I just realized that if I plant it there, it's going to be admired by this window, which is her desk, the owner's desk. So, that was the other reason, aside from maybe the soil things or where it gets enough light and those types of considerations, it's going to be admired later for its beautiful flowers. How cool is that? This is an area that we've put a little attention into before it wasn't getting watered and we were just letting the grasses grow as they would be, but we've sort of started taking care of it. We've been deep watering the trees and fertilizing a little bit. And the owner really noticed how the whole energy of the space was different somehow, that it was somehow more inviting. And could that possibly be from the trees being happier? Good question. I'm gonna leave you with that one. And just a question. Because the question will always empower, whereas if I give you an answer from an expert's point of view, then that's just my answer. And does that make you sort of question and seek things out yourself to have your own awareness about certain things? So, how's it get any better than that?